even listen. If that ain't some bullshit, I'm just talking down. The video wasn't even rolling. Okay? Everything I just said, I don't know. If it popped back up in the conversation, it must was meant. I'm not going to go back and repeat it. Like, no, I'm not going to do it. But anyway, so today, if this video cuts off for multiple reasons, or if I cut the video off, then I'll just do like a part 2 to this video. Because this video is important to me. Today, I could not even focus. I couldn't do my work. Anxiety. Anxious. I kept saying, what am I anxious about? What's bothering me? What triggered this? What biorhythm? I don't need to look at myself today. What biorhythm happened, you know? I just could not focus. I couldn't focus. I would gain like a moment of focus and then I would be at it again, like my nerves, like even right now while I'm talking, I feel like I need to say this. I bet some people like, God damn, girl, come on with it. Yeah. But I'm expressing something. I was so anxious, so much anxiety. I'm like, what biorhythm struck? What and brought up this trauma moment? Because I think, this is my opinion, I think that anxiety, that severe anxious feeling, when that biorhythm comes up, I think it absolutely comes from something traumatic, something disturbing that you endured. And something triggered it. And so on the inside, you becoming very anxious, like something's going on when nothing's going on. But I feel like for me, now I'm going to speak for myself, that there is a part of it that pertains to who I am, my purpose, and what I'm supposed to be doing, and my experience. Like, I may be moving to a little ahead of myself here, but like that moment, and if you're offended at me, because I study all around that moment, let me just straightway talk. That moment of like a prodigal son laying with the pigs, I'm going to explain. Like a revelation. You know what I'm saying? When you stray too far from home. Anytime, like you stray too far from home. Or, of course, if you stray too far from home, like you become, just like you say, dull of hearing. You really do. You may not pick up on gut instincts because you strayed so far away. Like the prodigal son found himself laying with pigs. You know, a lot of those stories, it's a brother. And if you impatient, don't listen to me. Because yeah, this may be long, I don't know. But it's a guy that I like to listen to named Rashad. And I like to go find him and listen to him. He was on 363 Magic. I don't know when it was, but yeah, I've seen him on there, I guess, a couple times. And I love the way he teach, right? But I disagree with him when he say all that is, like, I may even be misquoting him when I say that. But he'd be like, oh, that's fake, that's fake. No, I don't think so. I believe that a lot of that comes from us and it's mingled with, it's truth mingled with lies, and you have to be able to discern or cipher. Like today, my mind would not stop ciphering so many triggers. that led up to today. I'm gonna try not to cry because I'm so serious. So many triggers until the right trigger hit and triggered me and caused me to have all this. Oh, my eye itching, y'all. And caused me to have all this anxiety and this anxious moment today. You know, we are vessels. I'm gonna break it down. Just be authentically me. We are vessels. The tears. There's a scripture even about that. It said don't hold back some of the tears, because the tears, I'll quote it another time in another video. It's the truth. It talk about the Holy Ghost and it talk about the tears. Some of us are vessels unto honor. Give me a moment. We have the ability to master the lowest of selves. I'm laughing because I did not want to cry. But people be going through stuff. And people like to call me, even since I've been a little girl, like even grown people, since I've been a kid, a child, and call me. And oftentimes, they'll talk to me about things that burden them greatly, you know what I'm saying? And what I have realized is that I'm a spirit being. I'm a vessel in this flesh, just like them, with my particular gifts. And it's not by mistake that they want to or are drawn to me to you know, share these things with me. But I have to not allow it sometimes, like, you know, because I'll be having a conflict of my flesh and my spirit and triggering things. And here's what I'm saying, so about this anxiety and anxiousness this moment today, and about being a vessel, like VE. Now, if you know me, I'm gonna always relate it back to ancient Hebrew, depending on what we're talking about. Some people may get lost. Oh, Hebrew, what? Oh, Ivrit, what? You know. Modern, and then we could keep going back. Egyptian hieroglyphs, the writing, versus the speaking, the phonetic sound, the phonetian, the phonetic sound. Like the way water sounds. What is it saying? If you had to express it with speech, how do you say that? That's why Rashad dope to me, because that's my mindset. And that's the explanation in simple terms, like of Hebrew and of ancient things. So that's what leads me back to vessel. If we, you know, talking modern, so much. Basically what I'm saying to you is vessel. You'll know the V and the B, they flip-flop in modern. And that's a reason. soul. Or if you say vessel, or you take it, let's say vessel. So let's just deal with that letter B. Okay, let's take that B back and let's deal with it. Okay, modern. Let's say Bait, house. Let's just fast forward. The house of your soul. Ba. Ba. That crossing. That line. Abba. The housing of your soul. Your soul's house. If I talk about it in the physical. And so, for me, like I said, it's vessels and it's vessels unto honor. And this anxiety and this anxiousness. Good. I need to talk about this. It's the only way I'm going to calm down and take a shower and shampoo my hair. What triggered me? I start to realize what triggered me. But as I'm realizing and having a revelation for what triggered me, my flesh is getting exhausted with receiving so much at one time. My nervous system is like firing off, It's like so much information at one time, and I'm working and focusing on what I'm doing, which require me to multitask in that space. Excuse me, my nose is running. And I'm gonna put the camera down for a minute because I don't wanna, sorry, I can't block out the sound. Maybe I can edit it. I don't wanna blow my nose on camera. But, anyway. I got some tea tree here. I'm gonna rub this on my hands. Some toner. That's relaxing to me. Anyway, so it didn't realize, because I was like, I just need a break, so that I could relax to myself. Like, people will be calling me sometimes. That's my reason. You didn't do nothing to me. Accept that answer. I just am a type of person, I have to take, sometimes I'll take long breaks because some energy just I gotta cleanse or something. It's too much, it's too much sometimes. I just need, and maybe I'm not saying I'm not the person for it, because it's always keep coming to me for a reason. Since I've been a child, I'll be a little girl sitting with a homeless person, and we just chopping it up for a long time, while the other children laughing at me like she crazy, sitting over there talking to that, they'll be like, that dirty man. Don't know this dirty man you looking at on the outside got so much knowledge. He talking to me beyond. I've listened to his words. I don't even see his outer dirty. I see a clean person. So I see a teacher. So, like I said, I couldn't get my focus. And I started to ask myself, once I finally broke away from working, whew, what's going on? What triggered me? And then it hit me. But it had hit me earlier, and this ain't no disrespect to nobody. And this ain't no gossip. This is what it is. And if anybody who I mention in here see this and you are offended, maybe you should be offended and feel very comfortable giving me a call. Make yourself feel very comfortable to talk to me, because I'm talking about what triggered me. So, and I don't know how to say it without Just sing it. But I'm not using any names or nothing, but I just don't know how to say it without just saying the realness of the situation. Somebody had thought, and I think that by your offense, and if you offended, if you listen to this and you're offended, stay longer, because it may help you. Because I feel like I had a revelation. So I got a call that said I called them several times. But I'm thinking, like, must have been a pocket down. I have not called you. So I actually was busy and got off the phone. But I really don't even really like being on the phone that much. And if you know me, when I am on the phone, it's a very long time. And sometimes me and whoever I'm talking to talk so long, I don't know, it could get misinterpreted. But anyway, I was like, no, I didn't actually. And so I said it probably was a pocket dial. And when I got off that call, instantly, past my physical into my spirit, I started to feel the anxiety. But I didn't associate it with that. But I'm going to tell you how I picked up on it. The revelation in it. So, a minute. It made me think. Because I was like, I didn't call you. But not in no bad. I don't know how I said it to you, but I did not mean it in a negative way. I just meant I did not call you. And if it did, it was a pocket dial, because I really didn't. But what I noticed is I was triggered by the call. And while I was triggered by the call, even though you spoke not a word of disturbance to me, I just picked up on your spirit. And when I got off, I couldn't ignore or deny that I picked up on it. And then my mind flipped to the disrespect that I witnessed. Now let me talk a little bit about myself so that you won't take offense. I'm here live on the video. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, because for me this is about healing and being better. And if you want to be better, then you got to choose you. There are times when us women get around each other and we are not healed in different ways. And we're satisfying our brokenness with different things. Like, I'll use myself as an example. Me, my ass probably gonna eat up everything. You know? Get fat. Type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Another woman may find herself laying horizontal often. And let me interject, because I know there are people that know me personally that may get offended, because I may jump off and my conversation may, which I want to listen to R.C. Blake's, and I don't have to use profanity when I speak. But sometimes, maybe in my ignorance, I'll address ignorance with some ignorant shit. Maybe that's the silliness in me popping off. But I can't necessarily give it to the silliness in me, because for me, I have been a person that veered too far where nice is stupid. Like, wait a minute, goddamn, you're violating common sense. You're violating the laws of self. Just like any woman. See, this was my trigger. I'm getting to it, y'all. I'm working on it. And I'll learn to be more skilled at what I'm supposed to be skilled at through the experience of this. I'll go too far over into where niceness is stupidity. So I was troubled. You know, it's a couple things. I know I jump around, y'all. Just bear with me if you are patient. If you're a woman that's sick and you let anybody around you, a friend, a man, a relationship mistreat you, you may learn something from me in this moment. But if you're not patient and with my low level of skill set yet with who I am, then hey. But anyway, you have to love yourself. So I was triggered. And what triggered me is the fact that it brought up a memory of me being on the phone. Like I was saying, us women will get around each other. And because we are not healed and we're struggling with certain things, we'll be having cat fights among each other, triggering each other. Because let's just say my fat ass eating too much. Because that's the way I'm handling not healing properly, by constantly eating. Another woman, as I was saying, brought me back to my, space where I was. Maybe constantly laying horizontal. That's what I was curious to say. And for y'all that are get offended by my conversation, because I had mentioned R.C. Blakes, I love him. Oh, if you have children that don't have your children on my page. Maybe don't let them watch this. I'm 40-some years old. I'm not talking to no child. Just to be clear. So if you get offended, don't listen. And by God, tell your children don't be clicking on me. Shit. That's kind of get on my nerves when people start addressing me. Let me be me. And let me work on me. Now that I got that out the way, we'll be having cat fights, but really we'll be triggering each other. Like you may have you may be married. Let me say this example. You may be married. You may have a friend that's not married. She sleeps with a married man. You may be holding secrets. You may not say, oh, my husband XYZ and I just found out. So you harboring this little pain or whatever because it's hurting you. She sharing with you how she done just effed off with somebody's husband. So now you battling with her because you feeling that woman pain. You associating yourself with that woman pain. Now y'all arguing. This happen a lot of time and it can go multiple different ways. And what I'm saying with that is us women will get angry with each other and we'll break up our friendships and won't be talking for help until something specific bring us back together, if it bring us back together. But I'm talking about the process of not loving yourself and getting to love yourself too. But you'll allow a man, a relationship, to step in, call you all out your name, you every type of bitch. I'm going to just say it because that's what go on. Every type of hoe, every type of disgusting thing under the sun that you may not even have associated yourself with. And after he get that issue off with you, with his unhealed self, and I am going to call them several things: bad energy, demons, restless spirits, carrying around burdens, and found a vessel to house them. That's all, yeah. A vessel to house them. And then they prey on you. Now I'm going to jump subjects again. My daughter showed me a guy online. And he got multiple mug shots. And on the multiple mug shots, he's saying every time after he whoops, I'm going to say what it said. He whoops some bitch's ass. Or yeah, this after I beat this bitch ass real bad. I did this. Bitch nigga. That's what I'm talking about. That part of me. Bitch nigga. Why I call him a bitch nigga? Or am I referencing a tone, a skin tone? Nah, I'm referencing a ignorant motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. Cause a man, I don't even know, is what? Several times stronger than a woman. Where that bitch come from in a nigga like that get pleasure off of beating on women. That's a revelation in itself. Some woman done something to him. And a lot of times it is their mama. The woman that was supposed to nurture him didn't quite have her shit together. And fucked up his head. I'm going to talk better, y'all. And messed up his head. And now he out here targeting women to hurt him. And then hurt women. Go right up. Who's lacking something. Oh, I can help you. I can help you. To your own hurt. Who you like more than your motherfucking self? Now I'm going to talk about me. In case you're offended. When I realized that, that's the most brokenhearted that I ever had been, to come to the realization of myself. Like, wait a minute. Who you like more than you? You like a motherfucker more than you? You must. It wasn't until y'all bounce to whatever religion y'all need. I'm going to my bloodline. I'm moving through my bloodline. When they spoke to me in my spirit, when my gut, when I decided to not be dull of hearing and to tap in, to be close to home, where I can hear. And my gut kept going off and sounding off, and they're communicating with me. Because that's what your gut feeling is. If you're a Christian, it's the heavenly host. If you ain't a Christian, it's your ancestors. Whatever satisfies you to get to the root. I'm talking about that gut instinct, that feeling that comes, that warning that you had to ignore so many times until true love finds you. It wasn't until I started having a revelation, or when home started to call me, or until I laid with the motherfucking pigs, that it hit me like, damn, this is a low. I feel low. I look low. What I'm doing walking around, I'm going to be bold. Take it how you want it. This fine, looking this dirty, dusty, and bad. Trying to help a motherfucker that's hurting me. Oh, no, I'm not that. I'm proving to you that I'm not what you said. No, you talking about your motherfucking mama. But that shit that you know is a boundary that you necessarily can't say to your mama because you love her. And she taught you the wrong way. And it hurts you so bad. And you got to let this pain out somewhere. I'm talking to a bitch nigga. Yep. Trying to tell y'all. This ain't for your motherfucking children. Shit. If you're offended. I'm sorry. This is my aggression. I'm talking to a bitch nigga. A nigga that prey on women. Because he don't know how to sort out the disturbance between him and his mama. You know, then some of them go real sick. They'll do anything to their own mama. They don't have a moral code when they reach that point. He just sick. Nigga rob his own mama. He's sick. Now, what type of bitch nigga level he reached? A possession? A demon possession? Excuse me, y'all. My nose running. Intermission. I can't be on her. Intermission, y'all. Intermission. These my own germs. And here you go. Talking to my younger self too. If you get offended. And here you go running. Captain Save a bitch nigga. How someone be, oh, Captain Save a hoe. No, Captain Save a bitch nigga. Oh, I can help you. I can save you. To your own demise. To your own hurt. Sometimes I feel harsh. I want to be harsh. I didn't comprehend it till I comprehended it. And I'll use a real situation when I was going through my own situation. A family member would say stuff like, I would have situations that pop, what's the general way to say this? I would have situations that pop up. And I would do everything based on that person that was abusive to me. Oh, if they didn't want me to do it, I'm not doing it. And some people witness to me and by, oh, if they don't want me to go, I'm not going. I chose them over everything, over myself. Something ain't right. Why you choosing this person over yourself? You don't love yourself. You don't love yourself more than them. What? Until it finally hit me. Like Tina did Ike in the limo shit. It finally hit me. I was like, damn, one day. Closer, they talking to me. I feel comfortable saying my ancestors. Because I know that there's love there. I know my mama loved me. I know her mama loved me. You know what I'm saying? When you get to talking about something that I necessarily can't identify with, I'm not saying it don't exist. You're talking foreign. So, when I'm at my lowest, laying with the pigs like that prodigal son was, and I look at myself like, goddamn, what I'm doing down here? And just so happened, don't get it twisted, I had a little bit of paper as I was laying with the fucking pigs. Yeah, it ain't always what you think. And it hit me and they start talking. I could hear it so clear. I could hear it so clear. Like, wait the fuck a minute. I had a promising life. What? I never imagined this. I'm not none of the things you say to me. Fucking ever have I been. You talking to a real princess. Nigga, I'm Etana Sarah. I'm Etanu. What make me go get a motherfucker that don't know himself and say, I'm going to help you? What? And you don't want to help yourself. And it hit me. I'm going to get to it. And it hit me. I'm silly and I want to say, like Tina did, I in the limo. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm goofy like that. Yeah, the shit finally hit me. And I was like, when it hit me hard. Like, damn, you stupid. How long have you been sitting there? Because I'm like, this nigga look like a bug. Like some shit you step on. But what made me figure he looked like that is because he told me, you like what I can't remember the shit he said. It was kind of funny, but not funny. He said, but it was like demeaning, but like said it in a joke. And I remember after he said, I said, he got the fucking nerves to say that to me, and he's sitting up here, literally, physically, looked like a bug, like a fucking bug in real life. And you gonna tell my fine ass some shit like that? And you mistreat me? And I sit, and that's when they, like, no, you sit around, and it's like they start ministering to me and counseling me. Like, no, this is not right. Stop playing yourself. Like, my spiritual team started to counsel me. And where I had grown dull of hearing because I was too busy feeling a void. Ooh, I grew up in foster care. I want a family, my own family, because I'm always in other people's families and don't want to be. I want my own family. Like, I'll be around your family and mingle with your family and become a part of your family as a child and never, like, have a desire. Like, I never had a desire to call a false, no disrespect. Please don't take this disrespectfully. But it's out of respect for my mother. I love my mom. My mom was cool. I never had a desire or I never noticed a lack in me. I never wanted to call another woman mother. Whereas I know some others that do. They need that to be able to call somebody mama. I never did. But when my spiritual team started to talk to me and I could hear it ever so clearly. Like the words was just like, I'm talking now. I couldn't deny it. So I went through a process. I went through a process of hating that person. Like, nah, I fucking hate him. When I woke up, I hated him. I went through guilt, hating him, then hating myself. Like, damn, you stupid. You blaming him, but you stupid because you sat around and let that go on. When you got 2 legs to walk away. And if you ain't got no damn 2 legs, I'm talking about your brain power. You do not have to stay there. And so, as I realized I had gotten triggered when this person said, you pocket down me, it brought up another moment that the time I talked to them, and I told myself I didn't want to talk to them. Because I don't want to talk to women. Walk with me. I don't want to talk to women that are sitting around putting another person first, be above themselves. It reminds me, even when I'm moving and grooving, it come and catches back up with me, and I have an anxious moment. It triggers a trauma in me. It reminds me of when I sat around for all those years. It annoys me. It upsets me. I almost get upset. I almost want to intentionally aggravate. But I know not to be subject to my flesh and let my flesh be subject to my spirit. But it does occur in my spirit where I want to be like, Bitch, you stupid. Because it's a hind thing, a hind thought. Because I'm annoyed at how long I allow my own stupidity. So if I'm on the phone with a woman and we talking about business, and then here comes your guy, and I heard the conversation going left already. I'm like, hey, yeah, all right, let me let you handle. I don't want no parts. Okay, let me map. And then I got to a point, I'm like, I don't want to talk to women like that. It's just too much reminder for me. It agitates me. So I'll be like, yeah, all right, holler at me later. Talk to me later, you know? And in that situation, that's what I did. But the person called back and was crying. And I could hear him in the back with all this stuff, you know, bitch, hoe, and other disgusting names. You know? While you're on the phone. Know you on the phone. Got started while you was on the phone. You talking business. Just got started on you. Because that bad energy, them demons residing in that house, bite. They got to find their pleasure in pain because they of a lower nature. Their pleasure is pain. Let me say it another way. They don't get no rest. It's two unrest. A double-edged sword. They don't get no rest. And when they come into an individual's house, that individual can't get no rest until they fulfill that burden, until they do something to satisfy that negativity. I don't know if I was clear. Let me give another example. My car, it wasn't my car. But anyway, I was driving a car and the tire, somebody said, hey, you need to, that tire is low, dangerously low. I said, oh, okay. Let me go and get some air. I don't want to venture too far off with details because I can do that. And as I was getting some air, I thought that the thing that you put air in a tire looked weird. So a guy that was homeless was walking down the street and he walked over. And when he walked over, his hands was busted all up to the point of, you know, if you ever been into nursing or anything, his hands look infected. Like they were bust open bad. That when he was trying to help me though. He was like, I can help you, I can help you. And his hands was bust open like severe, like he needs to go to the, get some help. He needs some treatment. And when I looked at his hands and he was reaching for that, whatever that thing you put air in a tire, air pressure, well, I don't know what it's called. He was reaching for that. I honestly didn't want his hands to touch mine. So I kind of almost dropped it and was about to say, no, go on, I don't want your help. But I looked up into his eyes. He's a tall guy. And when I looked into his eyes, I said, ooh, he's a raging. They are in there, all of, all of those bad energies, demons, it was a lot of them. And I could tell he was one of those raging ones that they drive him to the point he was possessed. Where they drive him to the point where he's injured in the process. He gets injured in the process. That's how he got all those wounds and he not getting no help for it. He's raging with possessions. I saw it when I looked in his eyes. Oh my God, it was so wild in there. Goddamn, a jungle inside of him. And so when I saw that, I was like, I didn't want him touching me. But I thought, I got conflicted for a minute. Like, he's trying to help me. So he went down and he did whatever, and he said he could hardly even speak. That they had disfigured his speech. Damn. Possessed. Yeah, he was possessed. They disfigured his speech. But he was trying to speak. And I understood him. And I could tell he ain't got no speech problem. That's a possession. He said to me, the stem is broke. And I said, I knew it was something wrong with it. And his body, his legs couldn't even stay together. His arms, I could tell, I could see it. I could see the energy. And I was like, oh yeah, honey, I got it. Yeah. I'm rush talking him. Yeah, because I want him away from me. And it was in that moment that I realized he wasn't really trying to help me. That was all those demons, bad energies that are occupying his vessel, his soul's house. All those things, all them in there. They seeking pleasure, whether it be they having him injure himself, like every disgusting pleasure of a lower self. I'm gonna figure this out. It's a cipher. It's a cipher. I'm telling you, it's a cipher. That he's injuring himself. And I thought, this is what I mistakenly thought for a moment. And sometimes for people with certain types of gifts, mistakes are intentional. Like that was intentional that the prodigal son went and lay with the fucking pigs. It was intentional that he lay with the pigs. Whatever drove him out into the world, the lust, to party and to be out, and he knows that his father is a king and he's royalty, and he was driven by a lust and a desire, something of the flesh, to go out there in the world. I'm gonna restart the video. No, I'm gonna do a part 2.